Have you ever looked at old, worn-out furniture and thought, what else could this be? Imagine turning those forgotten La-Z-Boy parts into stunning rustic garden borders that transform tiny yards into charming outdoor escapes. Today, we're revealing creative DIY ideas that anyone can do, even if your space is small or your budget is tight. Welcome to Arkan Aesthetic Studio, where upcycling meets aesthetic design for tiny outdoor spaces. This video is packed with easy, practical projects that breathe new life into old recliner parts and turn them into garden masterpieces. Check the timestamps to jump to your favorite sections. And if you have questions, drop a comment. I love hearing from you. Ready to get inspired and make your garden uniquely yours? Let's dive in. Maybe I'm just a face on your screen, but behind this content is a real story, a real family. This video isn't just a project, it's a piece of my heart. Every like, comment, and subscribe fuels a dream and keeps this family going. When you subscribe, you're more than a viewer, you're part of something meaningful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for seeing me. One, rustic garden edging from La-Z-Boy armrests. As morning light spills gently across the garden, it reveals the quiet elegance of a rustic border crafted from weathered La-Z-Boy armrests. Each piece of wood, once part of a comfortable recliner, now finds new purpose hugging a small flower bed where tulips and daisies sway softly in the breeze. The delicate contrast of bright blooms against the aged grey wood tells a story of transformation, from forgotten furniture to a charming garden accent that invites calm and reflection. The subtle textures of the wood, marked by time and use, blend harmoniously with the vibrant green grass, reminding us that beauty often grows from patience and creativity. Step closer, and you find a humble vegetable patch framed by carefully stacked armrests, their warm oak hues grounding the lush greens of lettuce and the glistening reds of ripe cherry tomatoes. This simple garden edging serves more than function. It defines a space of nurture and growth, where every leaf and fruit speaks to the hands that tended them. Nearby, a bamboo fence and tiny pergola add to the intimate atmosphere, making this modest backyard feel like a secret sanctuary. Here, the natural colors are unfiltered, pure, and honest, a celebration of life's small joys cultivated with love. In another corner, the garden border curves gracefully, crafted from old La-Z-Boy armrests arranged to mimic gentle waves along the earth. Behind this rustic wave, marigolds and hydrangeas burst in brilliant hues of orange, purple, and green, bathing the scene in warmth and vitality. Mulch cushions the soil, and dappled sunlight filters through trees, casting soft shadows that dance on the wood's weathered surface. This is where rustic charm meets artistry, a reminder that even the simplest materials can be transformed into something profoundly beautiful and enduring. For those dreaming of DIY projects that marry sustainability with style, this garden edging is a beacon of possibility. It encourages us to see potential where others see waste, to craft with hands guided by imagination, and to create outdoor spaces that soothe the soul. No matter the size of your garden, the spirit of transformation and care can turn humble materials into treasured parts of your landscape, whispering stories of renewal with every glance. 2. DIY Bamboo plus LaZboy Fence Combo for tiny yards. The quiet sanctuary of a tiny backyard comes alive when nature meets craftsmanship. Picture a charming fence woven from slender bamboo poles standing tall, their golden hues glowing softly in the afternoon sun. Between each bamboo stalk, weathered LaZboy wood panels find their place, bridging the space with a rustic touch that whispers of history and reuse. This blend of smooth bamboo and aged timber creates a tactile harmony that invites you to slow down and appreciate the art of simple materials brought together with intention. Walking along this fence, the eye is drawn to the vibrant pots of sunflowers, lavender, and snapdragons, each bursting with life and color. The green lawn beneath is trimmed with care, forming a perfect canvas for this living artwork. Here, every element feels handcrafted, yet effortless, a gentle reminder that beauty need not be extravagant to captivate. Step into the narrow side yard, where thick bamboo sticks intertwine with reclaimed LaZboy wooden slats, tied securely with twine that adds an authentic touch of rustic charm. Raised garden beds flourish with leafy greens and bright strawberries, their freshness contrasting with the warm tones of gravel paths underfoot. The entire scene basks in natural daylight, every detail vibrant, unfiltered, an honest celebration of green living within a modest space. As the golden hour approaches, the fence takes on a new magic. A rustic modern garden enclosed by crisscrossed bamboo and old LaZboy recliner frames is bathed in soft sunlight, revealing every weathered texture and every petal of blooming petunias and zinnias that line the stone path. A wooden chair waits quietly, inviting you to rest and soak in the serenity. This space is a testament to creativity and patience, turning humble materials into an oasis of warmth and peace. For anyone inspired to create, this fusion of bamboo and reclaimed wood offers endless possibilities. It speaks to those who seek to honor nature's gifts, respect what is discarded, and transform it into something uniquely personal and enduring. Even in the smallest yards, the spirit of craftsmanship and care can blossom into a haven where life, color, and quiet beauty thrive. Three, upcycled LaZboy wood panels for cheap garden borders. In the quiet corners of a small backyard, creativity unfolds through the gentle transformation of weathered LaZboy wood panels. These boards, once part of beloved furniture, now form a humble yet vibrant garden border, where every chip of paint and knot in the wood tells a story of time and change. Here, colorful geraniums, daisies, and delphiniums bloom freely, their petals bright against the rich earth and dark mulch, inviting a feeling of handcrafted warmth and tender care. From a higher vantage, the garden's intimate corner reveals a rustic frame made from these reclaimed wood panels, enclosing clusters of fragrant herbs, basil, thyme, rosemary, flourishing with lush vitality. The subtle addition of smooth stones and a time-worn watering can enhance the sense of a lived-in garden, where every element has a purpose and every detail is alive with natural beauty. Bathed in unfiltered daylight, the scene breathes authenticity and simplicity, encouraging the mind to wonder and imagine. Closer still, a perspective from eye level invites us to walk alongside a garden border made of stacked LaZboy boards, carefully painted in faded pastels of mint, sky blue, and soft white. This charming farmhouse-inspired edge cradles blooming cosmos and pansies, their vibrant colors glowing softly under a gentle morning sun. The gravel path beside them crunches softly beneath your feet, grounding the space in reality while offering a touch of whimsy and nostalgia. It is a reminder that beauty often lies in the fusion of old and new, rough and delicate, functional and poetic. For those who dream of crafting their own outdoor sanctuary, these upcycled wood panels offer more than just a border. They provide a connection to the past and a canvas for new memories. With a little patience and imagination, anyone can recreate this inviting, budget-friendly design, turning simple reclaimed materials into a lasting expression of love for both nature and creativity. Four, tiny Japanese garden accents using recycled recliner parts. In a tranquil corner where nature and design converge, the gentle rhythm of a tiny Japanese garden unfolds. Curved armrests from old La Z Boy recliners find new life as delicate accent dividers. They're weathered with tracing soft boundaries around a zen gravel patch. Nearby, a stone lantern rests quietly beside a bonsai pine, its aged surface telling stories of seasons past. The soothing murmur of water flows gently from a bamboo fountain, filling the air with a calming melody that invites stillness and reflection. Step closer to the mossy mound encircled by low fencing fashioned from reclaimed La Z Boy frames. The rich green moss cushions azalea shrubs in full bloom, their petals a gentle explosion of color against the earth. A narrow wooden path guides the way to a quaint bamboo gate, welcoming visitors into a peaceful retreat. The scene is bathed in natural daylight, colors soft yet vivid, creating a serene sanctuary that feels both timeless and intimate. A small backyard pond mirrors the sky above, edged with weathered wood from recycled recliners, their natural patina blending seamlessly with standing bamboo poles and smooth river stones. Floating lilies dance on the water's surface, while koi fish glide beneath in slow, graceful arcs. This space, crafted with intention and care, radiates an inviting meditative calm, a perfect harmony between recycled materials and the enduring beauty of Japanese garden aesthetics. For those seeking to bring a touch of this serenity to their own spaces, these ideas inspire thoughtful reuse and creative design. With patience and simple tools, even small gardens can be transformed into peaceful retreats, where every element, natural or reclaimed, works together to create balance and tranquility. This is a celebration of harmony, where the past meets the present in quiet elegance. Five, patio privacy divider from La Z Boy springs and cushions. In the intimate corner of a small patio, where light and shadow play upon weathered stone and vibrant blooms, creativity takes an unexpected form. Vertical coils of old La Z Boy springs rise like sculptures, woven into a metal grid that becomes more than just a barrier. It is a living tapestry. Climbing jasmine and morning glories twist their delicate tendrils through the coils, their fragrant flowers unfolding with quiet grace. Beyond this enchanting screen, a lounge chair waits, embraced by potted hibiscus, inviting moments of rest and reflection. Step closer, and the scene reveals a patchwork of colors and textures. Repurposed La Z Boy seat cushions, freshly reupholstered and stacked with care inside a wooden frame, creating a soft privacy screen that delights the eye. Nearby, a tiny bistro table is set with lemonade and fresh flowers, surrounded by cheerful geraniums and lush ferns. Sunlight filters naturally, bringing out the vivid hues of fabric and flower alike, crafting an inviting retreat within modest space. In a nearby urban nook, a taller partition constructed from interlaced LaZboy metal springs stands proud. Its industrial rustic charm is softened by the gentle presence of hanging planters filled with petunias and ivy, and delicate string lights that promise warmth as dusk descends. The afternoon sun casts playful shadows, highlighting the artistry in reclaimed materials, transforming simple springs into a functional work of art. This garden divider not only defines space but nurtures life, sheltering green tendrils that climb and bloom. For those inspired to try their hand at creating such privacy dividers, these ideas speak to the joy of reuse and reinvention. With patience, a few tools, and imagination, even discarded springs and cushions can be woven into garden features that blend beauty and practicality. In small patios everywhere, such touches can create cozy havens, places to breathe, dream, and simply be. Six, farmhouse-style herb planters with old recliner frames. In the soft glow of a sunlit gravel path, a humble collection of farmhouse-style herb planters rests in quiet harmony. Crafted lovingly from whitewashed LaZboy recliner frames, each box tells its own tale, a story woven from weathered wood and the promise of new life. Handwritten tags flutter gently, naming basil, parsley, mint, names that sing with the scent of summer and the joy of growth. Nearby, wildflowers burst in color, framing the scene with natural artistry and filling the air with gentle warmth. A closer glance reveals the charm of rustic simplicity. The aged, barn-like finish of the recycled wood contrasts beautifully with the vivid green of rosemary, thyme, and oregano spilling over the edges. A vintage watering can and terracotta pots add nostalgic whispers, conjuring images of simpler times and hands that nurture. Sunlight pours in generously, casting playful shadows and bathing the herb garden in vibrant, life-affirming hues. In the heart of an outdoor kitchen corner, farmhouse aesthetics meet practicality. A raised planter fashioned from reclaimed LaZboy armrests and back support slats cradles fresh herbs, cilantro, sage, chives, each leaf lush and full of promise. Above, hanging tools stand ready, while baskets brimming with ripe tomatoes rest below, inviting the cook's hand. The bright sun sharpens every detail, the texture of the wood, the verdant herbs, the rustic kitchen tools, creating a tableau of warmth, tradition, and the enduring magic of homegrown flavor. For those yearning to bring a touch of rustic charm and fresh greenery to their own spaces, these planters offer inspiration and a call to create. With reclaimed materials and a heart full of patience, anyone can cultivate their own slice of farmhouse bliss. A place where heritage meets the everyday and beauty grows from care. Seven, creative backyard gazebo accents with junked LaZboy legs. In the gentle embrace of late afternoon sunlight, a humble backyard transforms into a sanctuary of rustic charm. Here, the unexpected beauty of repurposed LaZboy Recliner Legs breathes life into an ordinary gazebo, turning it into a timeless retreat. Each wooden leg, carefully sanded and stained, reveals its natural grain, etched softly by years gone by, yet full of new stories to tell. Imagine the warmth of lavender bushes wrapping around the gazebo's base, their fragrant blooms whispering secrets to the soft green grass below. As you step lightly on the weathered stones leading to the structure, the delicate wooden balusters crafted from these recycled legs guide your path, each unique, each a testament to creative renewal. This is not just a garden feature. It is an ode to sustainable artistry, where discarded furniture parts are reborn with purpose. The curved La Z-Boy legs, serving as charming corbels beneath the gazebo's roof, add an unexpected flair, nature and craftsmanship entwined. Vines crawl upwards, their blossoms painting vibrant colors that dance in the golden hour light. Around the gazebo, roses, hostas, and hydrangeas bloom in harmony, their petals soaking in the sunlight, inviting quiet moments of reflection and peace. For those inspired to craft their own slice of tranquility, begin by sourcing old recliner legs or wooden furniture parts with character. Sand them gently, preserving the natural knots and imperfections. They tell a story of endurance and grace. Choose a stain that enhances the wood's warmth, and attach them thoughtfully to your gazebo's frame or fencing to create eye-catching accents. Surround your creation with your favorite plants, lavender or dahlias, to soften the edges and weave your structure into the living landscape. This approach invites mindfulness into your outdoor space, where every detail celebrates renewal and reverence for nature. By blending the rustic with the reclaimed, your tiny garden becomes a haven of subtle beauty and heartfelt craftsmanship. So, with a little patience and imagination, turn the forgotten into the unforgettable. Let your gazebo stand not just as a shelter but as a poetic statement of creativity, sustainability, and serenity. Eight, small space seascape corner with La Z-Boy fabric and driftwood. In the quiet corners of our tiny gardens, there lies an extraordinary magic, transforming forgotten La Z-Boy parts into irresistible rustic garden edging ideas. Imagine how these once comfortable pieces find new life, gracing your outdoor spaces with character, charm, and a whisper of history. Take a moment to picture a cozy coastal nook, where weathered driftwood forms a humble bench, surrounded by gentle billows of La Z-Boy upholstery fabric fashioned into sail-like shades. Blue glass mulch and white pebbles paint a tranquil sea beneath your feet, while ornamental grasses sway softly in the breeze. The fabric flutters, like the sails of a distant ship, inviting you to pause and breathe in the peaceful rhythm of seaside serenity. Nearby, cushions dressed in soft blues and creams adorn rustic wooden seats, wrapped lovingly in ropes that tell tales of ocean voyages. Lighthouses crafted with care stand sentinel, guiding your thoughts to endless horizons. Seashells and sandy gravel complete this seascape retreat, a perfect sanctuary carved from recycled materials and nature's gentle touch. In these humble elements, there is a lesson for us all, a reminder that beauty need not come from the new and pristine. It thrives in the reclaimed, the reimagined, and the lovingly repurposed. With simple tools and a bit of creativity, you can breathe new life into forgotten frames and worn fabrics, crafting your own oasis of calm. If you are inspired to try this yourself, begin by gathering old La Z-Boy recliner parts, those weathered wooden arms or faded cushions. Sand and stain the wood gently, preserving its natural grain and character. Use fabric as soft sails or cushions, sewing them to fit the contours of your driftwood or garden furniture. Add natural stones, shells, and plants that whisper stories of the sea. This is more than gardening. It's a form of poetry, where every detail speaks of renewal, comfort, and the gentle dance of nature with human hands. Your small space becomes a canvas of memories and dreams, inviting quiet moments of reflection and joy. So, step into this world of rustic charm and seaside grace, and let your garden tell a story unlike any other. A story crafted from love, patience, and the timeless beauty of transformation. Nine, pergola roof panels using upholstery wood from Recliner Base. In the soft embrace of the afternoon sun, a humble backyard pergola stands as a testament to creativity and renewal. Crafted thoughtfully from reclaimed Recliner Base upholstery wood, the delicate slats overhead weave a gentle dance of light and shadow, filtering the sunlight into tender patterns that kiss the wooden table below. This space, so small, yet so full of life, breathes a quiet serenity that invites the soul to pause, to reflect, and to find peace. Each wooden slat carries whispers of past comfort, now reborn as a sheltering canopy. The natural grains of the Recliner Base wood, lovingly sanded and restored, celebrate the beauty of imperfection and time's passage. Around the pergola, nature flourishes, ferns cascade gracefully from hanging baskets, ivy climbs tenderly along bamboo supports, and blooms of petunias add splashes of delicate color, embracing this sanctuary with a sense of homegrown wonder. For those with a passion for gentle reinvention, this pergola offers more than just shade. It invites you to dream of your own small oasis, to turn forgotten pieces into meaningful art. The secret lies not just in the materials but in the mindful craftsmanship, the careful measuring, the patient sanding, and the loving assembly. Even in a tiny garden, the heart can create expanses of warmth and comfort. Imagine the subtle hum of life here, a soft breeze swaying the leaves and petals, the comforting creak of wood beneath your fingertips, the gentle sunlight casting mosaic patterns on your skin. With each handcrafted slat, you build not just a pergola but a refuge, a place where old memories find new purpose and where every moment feels tenderly held. For your own journey, start small. Gather wood pieces that speak to you, perhaps from old chairs or recliners, and reimagine their forms. Sand away the wear with gentle care, preserving the soul of the wood beneath. Assemble them as a lattice of light, a roof that shelters without closing off. Surround your pergola with plants that whisper stories of the earth, climbing vines, blooming flowers, and soft greenery that invites touch and scent. In crafting this space, you craft a story, one of transformation, patience, and beauty. A story that welcomes you back, again and again, to the calm rhythm of nature and the simple joy of home. DIY landscape edging using reclaimed recliner leather straps. In the quiet corners of a sun-kissed garden, where every inch holds a story, there lies a charming secret, the art of transformation. Imagine old, weathered leather straps from a beloved Recliner Base recliner, once cradling comfort and memories, now reborn as graceful garden edging. These dark brown bands, softened and textured by time, curve gently along the earth, hugging the soil with a tender yet resilient embrace. This is not merely an act of reuse, it is a dance of contrast and harmony. The rugged, cracked leather weaves its rustic charm amidst bright marigolds, zinnias bursting with vivid colors, and the fresh green whispers of herbs like basil and mint. Each strap, anchored by reclaimed wooden stakes, traces fluid shapes that soften the hard edges of garden beds, lending a warm, handcrafted touch to tiny spaces that might otherwise feel forgotten. For those who dream of a garden that speaks quietly but beautifully, this idea invites you to gather what might seem humble and overlooked. Aged leather straps, once part of something comfortable and familiar, become flexible borders that hold back the earth, guiding soil and stones with gentle strength. The texture of leather, rich and earthy, pairs beautifully with the mulch beneath, the gravel around, and the steady growth of plants pushing toward the sun. The sunlight here is a storyteller itself, casting soft, warm glows that bring every detail to life. It reveals the cracks and creases of the leather, the tiny veins in each leaf, and the delicate petals of flowers awakening in the breeze. In this dance of light and shadow, old materials and new life find their perfect balance. If you wish to try this at home, start by carefully removing straps from an old recliner, letting their natural bends guide your garden's shape. Secure them gently with wooden stakes. Don't force the leather. Let it curve where it wants to, creating a flowing edge that feels natural. Surround your beds with colorful blooms or fragrant herbs to celebrate the contrast between softness and strength, history and growth. This is more than just edging. It is a gentle reminder that beauty can be found in the worn, the forgotten, and the reclaimed. It is an invitation to nurture your small patch of earth with hands that honor the past while crafting a future full of life and warmth. Cutest garden fence decor with La-Z-Boy buttons and cushions. In the heart of a sunlit garden, where nature and creativity entwine, there exists a delightful secret waiting to be discovered. A fence transformed into a canvas of color and nostalgia. Picture vintage La-Z-Boy buttons, once part of a cozy embrace, now lovingly sewn onto burlap patches. These small treasures, bursting with hues and stories, dance gently in the breeze as they hang from weathered wooden posts, whispering tales of comfort and timeless style. This charming fence isn't just a boundary, it's a gallery of handmade art, where fabric patches cut from old La-Z-Boy cushions flutter softly like banners in a quiet celebration of reuse and imagination. Each patch is adorned with clusters of buttons, some gleaming in cheerful yellows, deep blues, and rustic reds, echoes of joyful moments from years past. The rough texture of burlap meets the smooth, polished buttons, creating a tactile contrast that invites curious fingers and warm smiles. Surrounding this enchanting display, vibrant blooms, petunias, pansies, lavender, and zinnias rise in radiant applause. Their petals sway in harmony with the fabric banners, as if the garden itself is embracing the spirit of renewal and handcrafted beauty. The sun casts a gentle glow, illuminating every stitch and button, every flower and leaf, making the whole scene shimmer with life and gentle warmth. For those eager to bring this magic to their own garden, start by gathering those precious La-Z-Boy buttons and cushion fabrics, each piece a fragment of comfort waiting for a new chapter. Use burlap or other sturdy natural fabric as a base, sewing buttons in clusters or playful patterns. Attach these patches to your fence posts with rustic twine or soft hooks, allowing them to flutter freely. Fill the spaces between with your favorite flowers or trailing vines, weaving color and texture into a living tapestry. This garden fence is more than decoration. It is a tender homage to the past, a vibrant expression of creativity, and a gentle reminder that beauty often grows from what we lovingly preserve and transform. It invites us to slow down, to appreciate the small wonders, and to create a space where every glance reveals a story, a smile, and a sense of peaceful joy. Thrifty bamboo LZB pergola for narrow backyards. In a narrow backyard kissed by gentle sunlight, creativity blooms in the most unexpected places. Here, humble bamboo poles rise gracefully, their slender forms weaving a delicate frame for a pergola that whispers stories of thrift, charm, and thoughtful design. Crossbeams fashioned from weathered LZB wooden armrests stretch across the top, a perfect marriage of natural elegance and reclaimed character. This pergola is more than just shade. It is a sanctuary of quiet beauty, where vines of morning glory cascade softly, weaving their green tendrils through the bamboo lattice, and mason jar lanterns hang like scattered stars ready to glow at twilight. The subtle interplay of light and shadow dances across the rustic wood and bamboo, painting the ground below with shifting patterns that invite pause and reflection. Beneath this graceful shelter rests a small wooden bench, adorned with cushions sewn from reclaimed LZB upholstery fabric, their colors vibrant yet worn with gentle affection. It's a place that welcomes you to sit, breathe, and become one with the garden's embrace. A tiny haven that transforms the limited space into a world of endless inspiration. For those dreaming of crafting their own corner of peace, this pergola holds simple yet profound lessons. Bamboo poles, easily sourced and surprisingly sturdy, make excellent vertical supports that bring a natural rhythm to any garden. Pair them with wooden parts salvaged from old LZB recliners, whether armrests or legs, to create horizontal beams full of rustic charm and personal history. Embrace the slow, tender process of blending plant life into your structure. Choose trailing vines that are as lively as they are lovely, and add handcrafted lanterns to kindle soft light when day fades to dusk. Upholstered cushions from reclaimed fabric invite comfort and color without waste, turning discarded materials into cherished accents. This delicate bamboo and LZB pergola reminds us that beauty does not demand vastness or luxury. Instead, it grows from intention, patience, and the gentle art of transformation. Each creak of bamboo and worn wood echoes with stories of yesterday, woven seamlessly into the quiet promise of tomorrow's garden dreams. Colorful flower borders using LZB wheel and upholstery mix. In the quiet corners of small gardens, where every inch holds meaning, a new kind of magic begins with the humble transformation of old LZB recliner wheels and vibrant upholstery fabric. Imagine these wheels, once part of a chair's journey, now nestled gently into the earth, forming charming circular accents that breathe life into your flower borders. Each wheel, some painted softly in pastel hues, others left with the rustic charm of weathered metal, becomes a canvas for creativity. Strips of colorful upholstery fabric weave playfully through the spokes, like ribbons caught in a summer breeze, adding texture and whimsy to the garden's edge. The effect is both nostalgic and fresh, a conversation between the past and the present, rooted deeply in the soil beneath. Bright marigolds, petunias, and cosmos burst forth within this handcrafted frame, their petals reaching for the sun, vibrant against the rich earth. Nearby, clusters of lavender and snapdragons whisper in the wind, completing the tapestry of colors. The gravel path beside the border crunches softly underfoot, inviting slow, mindful strolls as the natural sunlight bathes everything in a warm, golden glow. For the DIY spirit eager to embark on this transformation, the process is wonderfully simple yet profoundly satisfying. Gather those forgotten recliner wheels. Clean and, if you wish, paint them with gentle pastel shades to brighten your garden's palette. Find upholstery fabric in colors that speak to your heart. Woven strips of cotton or linen work beautifully, and wrap them around small wooden stakes or thread them through the wheel spokes to create captivating patterns. Set the wheels carefully in the soil, shaping gentle curves or straight lines that define your flower bed. This flexible edging isn't just functional. It's a joyful expression of your personal touch, a celebration of repurposing, and an invitation for your garden to tell its own story. As flowers bloom and seasons shift, your unique border will stand as a reminder that beauty often comes from what we cherish in you. In these quiet moments, beneath the clear blue sky and surrounded by nature's gifts, the old and the new dance together, woven through wheels, fabric, and flowers, crafting a sanctuary where peace and inspiration flourish side by side. Trash to Treasure Garden Bench built from Recliner Base. In a quiet garden corner where time seems to slow, a story of transformation unfolds. A tale of turning trash into treasure with simple, heartfelt creativity. Picture a sturdy bench, its frame once part of a Recliner recliner, now repurposed with rustic wooden slats to offer a welcoming seat beneath the open sky. This garden bench is more than furniture. It's a symbol of renewal, surrounded by blooming roses, lavender, and delicate ferns that sway gently in the breeze, basking in the soft glow of afternoon sunlight. The texture of weathered wood and metal tells a story of resilience and care, inviting you to pause and enjoy moments of quiet reflection. Nearby, a cozy nook emerges where colorful cushions, upholstered with vibrant floral fabrics, add warmth and personality to reclaimed wood seating. This intimate spot, cradled by potted herbs and lively marigolds, becomes a sanctuary for both gardener and guest, a place to rest amid the green abundance. Imagine strolling along a gravel path where another bench, crafted from a Recliner base and framed with reclaimed armrests, stands ready to welcome you. Set near a thriving vegetable patch dotted with ripe tomatoes and leafy greens, the bench's rustic charm contrasts beautifully with the garden's vitality. Soft morning light reveals every detail, the rough grain of wood, the cool sheen of metal, and the vivid colors of life thriving around it. For those inspired to craft their own garden haven, the secret lies in seeing potential where others see waste. Salvage sturdy frames, sand and refinish the wood to reveal its character, and pair with cushions that reflect your personal style. Place your creation thoughtfully, near flowers, herbs, or vegetables, to create inviting spots that blend beauty with function. This bench, born from renewal, offers more than a seat. It invites connection, calm, and a celebration of the simple joys found in transforming the old into something wonderfully new. If this video meant something to you, please know that subscribing means the world to me. You're not just supporting content, you're supporting a dream that keeps my family going. Thank you, truly. I'd also love to hear from you. What did you enjoy the most? Is there anything I could do better to keep inspiring or simply entertaining you? Your feedback helps this channel grow with heart and purpose. Let me know in the comments. I read every one.